Hello friends, before we begin tonight's story, take a slow deep breath. Settle into your blanket, your chair, or wherever you are listening from. And if stories like these bring you even a little peace, motivation, or hope, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps these gentle stories reach more people who might need them after a long and exhausting day. Now, let's travel to a quiet little village tucked between mountains, lanterns, rain-soaked streets, and the soft ticking of time itself. This is the story of Ren Takahashi. There was a small village in Japan called Hoshin. Not many people knew about it. It never appeared in travel magazines. No giant festivals happened there. No famous landmarks stood proudly in the center. But if someone visited Hoshin only once, they never forget it. Because life there moved differently. Not slower, not faster, just intentionally. Every morning, the bakery opened at exactly sunrise. The old gardener watered plants at the same hour every day. Children walked to school in calm little groups. Even the tiny train crossing bell seemed perfectly timed with the morning fog. The village felt peaceful in a way modern cities rarely did. And strangely, everyone in Hoshin seemed to carry less chaos inside them. Except one person, 26 years old, Ren. Ren lived alone in a small apartment above an old stationery shop. If someone saw him outside, they would think he was doing fine. But his real life looked very different behind closed doors. His sleep schedule was broken. He stayed awake till 3 or 4 in the morning, scrolling endlessly through videos, watching motivational content he never followed, saving productivity tips he never used. His room was literally messy. Half-finished notebooks sat beside unopened packages, laundry piled quietly in corners like tiny mountain of guilt. Every morning he promised himself, "Tomorrow I'll change." And every tomorrow looked exactly the same. Ren wasn't lazy. That was the strange part. Inside him lived hundreds of dreams. He wanted to learn to play guitar. He wanted to get healthier. He wanted to wake up early. He wanted to read books. He wanted to become someone his younger self would admire. But wanting something and building a life around it were very different things. And slowly, Ren began feeling left behind by life itself. One rainy evening, after missing another important deadline at work, Ren sat near his apartment window, staring outside. Drops of rain slid slowly down the glass. His phone battery had died. For the first time in many months, there was silence, real silence. And in that silence, Ren suddenly noticed something strange. Across the street, Every morning at exactly 8 p.m., an old man lit a small lantern outside his wooden house. Every day, without fail. Rain or snow, cold or summer heat, exactly 8 p.m. Ren had never noticed before. The old man would bow slightly to the lantern, light it carefully, sit beside it for a few minutes, and then quietly return inside. The ritual fascinated him, not because it was grand, but because it was consistent. The next evening, Ren waited by the window again. 8 p.m. The lantern lit once more, and the evening after that, again. After a week of silently watching, curiosity finally defeated hesitation. Ren crossed the street. The old man looked up with calm eyes. "Good evening," he said gently. Ren bowed awkwardly. I'm sorry if this sounds strange, but why do you light this lantern every day?" The old man smiled. "A promise." "A promise?" "Yes." The old man pointed towards the glowing lantern. "When I was younger, my life was full of chaos. I waited for motivation to save me. But motivation is like weather. Some days it comes, some days it disappears." He looked towards the quiet street. "So, I stopped depending on feelings and started depending on rituals." The old man introduced himself as Mr. Saito. He had once been a clockmaker, not a famous one, just a simple craftsman who repaired old village clocks. Ren began visiting him often. At first, only out of curiosity, but slowly, because the old man's presence felt peaceful. One evening, Ren asked him, "How do disciplined people stay disciplined all the time?" Mr. Saito laughed softly. "That is the biggest misunderstanding." He poured tea carefully before continuing. "Disciplined people are not always motivated. They simply build systems that continue even when motivation disappears." Those words stayed inside Ren's mind for days. Systems, not motivation. He had spent years chasing motivation, watching videos, waiting for inspiration, waiting for the perfect Monday, waiting for a magical version of himself to appear overnight. But he never built systems, never built rhythm, never built routine. A few days later, Mr. Saito handed Ren a tiny notebook. The cover was plain black. Inside the first page, only one sentence was written. "A peaceful life is built in small, repeated moments." "That's it?" Ren asked. Mr. Saito nodded. "Most people destroy themselves because they try to transform overnight." He smiled gently. "Don't build your entire life tomorrow. Rebuild 1 hour." That night, Ren made a decision. Not a dramatic one. No giant speech. No emotional breakdown. No impossible goals. Just one promise. He would wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Only that. Nothing more. The next morning was difficult. His body wanted sleep. His mind whispered excuses. But for the first time in years, he got up anyway. Not because he felt inspired, but because he had decided. And strangely, after making his bed and opening the curtains, he felt something tiny inside him. Not happiness, not confidence, just movement. Days passed. Ren added small habits slowly. A short morning walk, 10 minutes of stretching, reading 5 pages before sleeping, cleaning one corner of the room daily. Tiny things, almost laughably tiny. But something magical began happening. His mind became quieter because chaos loves disorder and discipline quietly removes chaos from life. Not all at once, but little by little, like rain filling an empty lake. One evening, Ren complained to Mr. Saito, "But my progress is so slow." The old man nodded calmly. Good. Good? Yes. Fast transformations often disappear quickly. He pointed towards a bamboo plant outside. Bamboo spends years growing roots before anyone sees its height. Weeks became months. The apartment that once felt heavy now felt breathable. Morning sunlight entered clean windows. His sleep improved. His work improved. And the biggest change was inside the mind. For the first time in years, Ren trusted himself. Because every time he kept a promise to himself, even a tiny one, he rebuilt self-respect. And that is something many people never realize. Discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect in daily form. Going to sleep on time says, "My future matters." Eating properly says, "My body deserves care." Waking up with purpose says, "My life should not drift endlessly." One winter evening, Ren asked Mr. Saito something deeply personal. "Do you think routine makes life boring?" The old man smiled immediately. No. He looked towards the softly falling snow. Discipline creates freedom. Ren looked confused. Mr. Saito continued. When your life lacks structure, everything becomes difficult. Sleeping becomes difficult. Thinking becomes difficult. Working becomes difficult. Even happiness becomes difficult. But when basic things become organized, he said softly, your mind finally finds space to dream. Those words changed Ren completely because he realized he had spent years wanting a beautiful life while living chaotically every day. Wanting peace without protecting his routines, wanting confidence without consistency, wanting success without structure. And slowly, Ren stopped romanticizing laziness. He stopped calling self-destruction freedom. He stopped wasting entire nights feeding his mind endless noise. Instead, he started protecting his mornings, protecting his sleep, protecting his focus, protecting his peace. Months later, something surprising happened. People around him started noticing him. co-workers trusted him more. His energy changed. His face looked calmer. Even his voice carried some steadiness. Not because his life became perfect, but because he stopped abandoning himself daily. One spring morning, Ren stood near the village bridge watching cherry blossoms drift through the river. He realized something quite beautiful. Discipline had not turned him into a machine. It had turned him into someone present, someone awake inside his own life. That evening, he visited Mr. Saito again, but the lantern outside the house was missing. The old man sat peacefully beside the doorway. Ren looked worried. "Are you all right?" Mr. Saito smiled. "Yes." "Then why didn't you light the lantern today?" The old man looked at him warmly. "Because someone else carries the light now." Ren didn't fully understand at first, until he walked home and instinctively at exactly 8 p.m. he lit a small lantern near his own apartment window. Days became years. Ren eventually became known in Hoshin village for something unusual. Not wealth, not fame, but reliability, peacefulness, steadiness. The kind of person whose presence made others feel calmer. Young students often visited him asking, "How do I fix my life?" And Ren always smiled gently before answering, "Don't try to conquer your entire future tonight. Just protect tomorrow morning." Some people think discipline means becoming strict, robotic, emotionless, but true discipline is softer than that. It is waking up even when nobody claps for you. It is caring for your future self quietly. It is understanding that your life deserves direction. Because time, whether we notice it or not, is always moving. And one day, we suddenly realize years have passed. So the real question is not, what do I feel like doing today? The real question is, what kind of life am I slowly building? And maybe tonight's story is not only about Ren. Maybe somewhere, someone listening right now also has dreams sleeping quietly inside them. Maybe your room feels heavy sometime. Maybe your schedule is broken. Maybe you keep saying, "I'll start someday." But someday is very mysterious place. Many people visit it. Very few people leave it. Start small. Tiny routines can save entire lives. Drink water on time. Sleep a little earlier. Take morning sunlight. Move your body. Read a few pages. Keep promises to yourself. Not because social media says so, because your life matters. And because you deserve to experience your full potential before this beautiful life quietly passes by. And so, under the soft lantern glow of Hoshin village, Ren finally understood that discipline was never about becoming perfect. It was about becoming present, reliable to himself, gentle with his future, and intentional with his days. If this story brought even a small spark of motivation in your heart tonight, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support the channel. Because you never know which one story might help someone rebuild their life slowly and peacefully. And remember, a beautiful life is rarely built in one dramatic moment. It's built quietly, in repeated mornings, tiny habits, small promises, and peaceful routine nobody else sees. Until one day, the entire life begins glowing differently. Good night, my friends. And maybe tomorrow morning becomes the beginning of something beautiful for you. Till then, take care.